Hey everyone, what's up? It's Ventus, and here I am again with Fire Emblem Heroes. Now, this video is going to be a little different than the regular ones. It's not going to be a summon or arena or anything like that. It's going to be one of those commentary videos where I do a commentary, obviously, about one of the maps. Now, in this case, it's going to be the Ursula Grand Hero Battle. Now, this one's actually really difficult. More difficult than the Hector one, where you had to use the lances, Lance Mastery. That one was pretty hard too, but this one was ridiculous. So let's take a look at this first. Alright, so as you can see the team right here, this is my current arena team. It's my current rotation. I rotate teams every week for arena, and I just pick some random stuff, make a fun team. And I'm doing this on hard mode first. I mean, you're probably not here. If you're watching this video, you're probably not here for hard mode, but let's just take a look at the map first before we move on to Lunatic. So the most difficult part of the map at the very beginning is dealing with this guy right here. If you don't deal with him, you get swarmed. And from my experience, I played this map 6 times altogether. Once on hard and 5 times in Lunatic. And it took me 5 times in Lunatic to beat it. You have to have someone like Setsuna on your team. And this is what I don't like about this map. You need a really specific team comp and a very specific play style, tactics, if you will, to actually approach this map. I don't know if other alternatives work. I haven't tried them. Maybe you could try Robin, Male Robin. Maybe you can try Kagero. Male Robin has colorless advantage, and Kagero also has Dagger Breaker, just like Setsuna. But, just first of all, just take a look at how this map is run. I'm going to speed it up a bit. This is the first time I ever did the map, so I wasn't exactly sure. I'm taking some time just looking at the characters, and Setsuna's Assassin's Bow allows her to double anyone that has a shuriken or a dagger, and not get doubled herself. So this guy just goes in and suicides instantly. Now, if you position Setsuna here, something very interesting happens. So you may have noticed that Ursula tried to move up to this tile, but the knight, the not knight, the cavalier pulled her back afterwards. And if you put Setsuna here, I've noticed that depending on your team comp, if you put Setsuna here, she doesn't get pulled back. So then you have Ursula and the cavalier here, and then you're kind of screwed. If you have that kind of formation where it's melee then ranged, and they both have the same range, then you're kind of screwed. So you want to have Ursula get pulled back, and this is why it's really dumb, this map, because you need to like test it out and see what works, what doesn't. So putting Setsuna here with a green unit there probably works. I'm not going to say it does work for sure, but in this case it's Cecilia. It's a tier 3 Cecilia. She's absolute garbage. But, on this map, for some reason, it just works out like this with this team. So I'm going to fast forward again. Cecilia's damage against the knight is pretty good. She doubles and deals really high damage because she's a magic damage dealer. And now I'm going to kite back. So Setsuna can kill Ursula really easy. And now I'm just going to kill the knight. I'm going to use Olwen to kill this other guy. She quadruples and then double here, and we just finish off the map. Because this is hard mode. It's really easy. It's, nothing to brag about to beat hard mode. Because they're level 30s only, right? And if you have characters in like high 30s or level 40, then you should have no problem with this map. If you do, you may need to switch out a couple units. Now, here's where we get to the interesting part. We're going to go on Lunatic very shortly. Now, if you use this garbage team on Lunatic, then you will lose. So I'm using the exact same tactic. I'm gonna fast forward a little bit. Exact same tactic as last time, except I take more damage, and I can't kill this guy. So now he's a problem. So my Setsuna has 33 attack, which is neutral attack. Preferably, you should have neutral attack. If you have minus attack, you probably can't do this. And obviously, you want to be high level. See, now this guy is out of range, and Setsuna Ursula is here in range. This guy is going to be in range of these two tiles, and you're kind of in trouble at this point. More or less, the map is already over. So yeah, basically, when you get to that situation, if Ursula is there, it doesn't really matter which unit is here, you're screwed. If you have someone like Nino or Julia, maybe you would have stood a chance against that attack, and then he wouldn't be in range. You should be able to do okay like that, because this guy can't reach this tile. So the knight's going to move up, and the ninja is going to move over here and attack Setsuna again. But this tactic only works if he gets pulled back by the knight. And the knight will always pull back someone, if possible, unless somebody stands here. which is really weird for me. I don't know exactly why it's like that. Maybe you can make some assumptions about that. But if there's someone standing in this tile, the knight won't pull back, whether it's Ursula or this guy. So if I didn't have a Cavalier unit here, then Ursula's Blue Wolf wouldn't have done effective damage and killed her. Even though she has weapon triangle advantage, she's a tier 3 against a tier 5, or I assume a tier 5, right? So yeah, it's not going to work out. I tried out some new formations. This team obviously doesn't work. Tried out some new characters, and I decided to add a couple characters, which you'll see soon. Alright, so this is the team I selected. I'm using female Robin, which is a green tome user. She wields the green wolf tome, which is effective against Cavalier, and she also has blue Tomebreaker. So everything combined means that she is like the ultimate Ursula counter. Next, there's Olivia. Olivia is just a rally bot and a dance bot, but she serves her function. She gives bonus attack plus 4 attack at the beginning of your turn, and she allows me to move twice with the units that actually matter. Third unit is Gordon, or Gaggles, whatever you want to call him. He's there for damage primarily, but there is another reason why he's on this team. And I'm pretty sure you could use someone else, but you'd have to switch up your formation a little bit and be a little more creative. But I'm going to show you the Gaggles method. And finally, it's Setsuna. You pretty much need Setsuna because she deals with the Shuriken guys. So, the start of the map, Setsuna gets buffed. You have to make sure that Setsuna gets buffed on this turn, because you don't really have any turns to spare. So Setsuna gets buffed by Olivia. Everyone gets buffed, but only Setsuna really does matter for this turn, because now that Setsuna has 37 attack, 37 attack will kill this guy instantly. 33 attack leaves him with 6 HP. So as you can see, I do the exact same thing. Put Gaggles down there, put the green user here. I don't even know for sure if the reason why this guy pulls back Ursula is because there's a unit there, or because there's no unit there. It's either one of those two. So take it with a grain of salt. It's very difficult to test because it costs 15 stamina, and I don't want to waste more stamina potions trying to work this map out. It's one of those. So you're 50-50. Alright, so the first turn's over. This guy's going to come in, 27 damage dealt, and then 23-23 dead. And now we're in this situation again. So notice how Ursula gets pulled back by this guy. Since Ursula got pulled back, it means they can't do the stacking melee range combo where they have the same movement, same attack range essentially, and it screws over whoever tries to tank a hit. Now I'm all set up. Setsuna doesn't have attack buff, but it doesn't really matter. She doesn't need it right now because she's not going to attack this turn. And this is where Gaggles really shines. Because he has shove, he can now shove Olivia up, and then Setsuna can move in range here. There we go. Otherwise, I'd have to move Olivia up and then Setsuna up. Then Olivia can't sing for Setsuna, so it just doesn't work out. And right now Setsuna has low HP, but it's okay because she has reciprocal aid. Reciprocal aid, just like on the Hector map, is just really important for these kinds of maps that you can't have a healer on. You gotta cheese it. And this is a really good cheese ability. So now she's gonna have 30 HP, and now she can tank the ninja pretty easily. And this is actually the important part. You got to pay attention here. You might be thinking, okay, well, the ninja might attack Setsuna. That's great. Ninja will die. This guy's not in range to attack. Ursula's range goes up to here. Female Robin, because female Robin does so much damage against Ursula, she has weapon triangle advantage. She has green wolf, which is effective against Cavaliers, and she has blue Tomebreaker, which means she's guaranteed to double. Now you might be thinking, well, just put her in range, and then Ursula's going to kill herself. Unfortunately, that's not going to happen. So you'll see soon. I'm like, oh, okay, I should do that because I'm greedy. I don't want to attack this guy. I'm really greedy. I want Ursula dead. Oh, well, I'm dead now. Game over. See ya. So on that turn, you can't be greedy. You can't allow the ninja to attack female Robin. All right, so we Steins Gate this. Do the exact same thing, except one thing changes, and then we change the future. Robin attacks the knight instead, and then Setsuna does her reciprocal aid, dance, get in range. And because Robin isn't here, and he has to attack the closest target, essentially, the closest viable target, for some reason he always goes for Setsuna. This guy doesn't move first, and then he moves down to attack Robin. It just doesn't happen. I don't know why. It's just the AI. That's how it functions. So, there we go. 1919. She wasn't buffed this turn. It just doesn't work out because you can't leave her in range of Olivia to get a buff. But it's okay. These two units are effectively gone from the map already. Just ignore them. And now is the crazy part. So Ursula is now in range, but this is optimal for you. This is optimal because the Cavalier, this is a knight. I don't know why I'm calling him a knight. Technically he is a knight, isn't he? The Cavalier has 1, 2, 3, 4 ranged on these 2 tiles. If the Cavalier attacks either of these 2 tiles, there's going to be trouble. This is where you got to think a little bit. Like, how do you want to approach this? What is the best way to approach this map? I mean, you probably see the solution already. Ursula is in range of Robin, but Robin can't attack from here. That's just stupid. So there's only one place for Robin to attack from. Yeah, this doesn't work. Alright, so the ninja dies. I move over here, get a dance, and now Ursula is dead. Boom. And now you can see the area of danger shrink. So Gaggles is going to move up. He'll be safe from this guy. She's already safe from that guy because he can only move up to here and attack these 2 tiles. And the knight is garbage. Alright, so basically this is the end of the map, as you can see. Gaggles does 34 damage per attack. I got a dancer there. This guy dies. And now I can't kill him, but it's okay because the map is still over. Now I'm just going to wait until he walks in range. He only has 1 range, and female Robin will destroy the knight, and Ursula's map is complete. Ta-da! Yay, we did it. And here we go. Oh my god, there's 2 cursors. Ah, it's like it's a recording. Oh my god. Okay, so that is Ursula's map. It took a lot of trial and error. It was not an easy map. So even though it kind of seems simplistic, you need very specific characters. You essentially need Robin or some kind of character who can destroy Ursula in 1 turn. You need someone with shove and deals decent damage. I mean, at that point, I'm pretty sure you can have other characters. If you have stronger characters like Effie or Hector, maybe they could work as well. Just plug up that choke point. Yeah, so on this turn, if you have like Effie or someone, maybe not Hector, but Effie can stand here and soak up the attack. Effie has smite, though. It's not shove, but it still works. The point is to get Olivia out of this tile. Even if she gets shoved over there, if Olivia is up here and Setsuna is here, she can just walk down and sing and then reposition again. So that's another alternative. I'm not sure if it'll go as smoothly overall because I've only tested with this method. But yeah, if you don't have a lot of good characters, if you're free to play, this map could work. Robin's free, Olivia is free, Gordon takes orbs, Setsuna takes orbs, but I mean, you should have enough feathers to upgrade them. You can upgrade the T2 version that you get for free. If you get like a T3 Gordon or a T3 Setsuna, you can upgrade them and you can let them deal with this map, and it works out. But I'm still not a very big fan of this map because it requires such a specific setup, and if you don't have the units, if you don't pull the right units, if you don't have a really powerful unit, then you might be in trouble. I think Hector is one of the strongest characters you can use on this map, actually. Because Hector doesn't take effective damage from anyone on the map, right? The shurikens don't do any damage to him because he's not infantry, he's considered armored. Ursula has weapon triangle disadvantage, and her weapon is good against cavaliers, not armor. So if you have a very powerful unit like Hector, that could work. But in general, I mean, the point I'm trying to make is you either have to have a very specific comp or a very specific set of powerful units to deal with this map. Otherwise, it's really, really hard, if not impossible. So hopefully this video helps. Some of you out there, at least one of you, probably has the ability to set up a team comp like this. All you got to do is make sure your characters are decently high level. Make sure Setsuna isn't minus attack. You can probably do some alternative combos with like defense boosting. I don't know, just play around with things. I know it's a very difficult map. It's very stupid. It costs too much stamina. So one final thing I'm going to do, I'm just going to put the characters on the screen. As you can see, these are their stats. They're tier 4s. Nothing too impressive, but it's not like super basic either. They're still tier 4s. They still require a little bit of effort to get. But none of these characters are really that impressive. They just do their job on this map. That's it. So yeah, I hope this video helps. I hope you enjoy Ursula, hopefully. Hopefully you have the team comp to actually do this. And that'll be it for today. So thanks for watching, and I'll see you next time for Arena and other stuff. Have a nice day.